everyone, my name is Angela Harris and I want to talk to you about a cool new product called KloNia. It's a product that can help you energize, rejuvenate, and strengthen your body so you can recover from life. What is KloNia? KloNia is a combination of herbs that have been selected to help the body heal itself and rejuvenate and strengthen. And one of the main ingredients in it is called Ecklonia Cava. It is a seagrass, or some people call it an algae, that grows in Japan and Korea and Russia, and it's one that is used to help strengthen the body and rejuvenate in so many different ways. It's getting a lot of attention lately and a lot of recognition, especially newly now in the United States. There's a lot of scientific research thanks to Dr. Lee. He's done over $30 million worth of research on Ecklonia Cava alone, and it's something that became very fascinating to him. He found that Ecklonia Cava has an 8-chain antioxidant, and what makes that so significant is that it is 100 times more powerful than any land-based antioxidant that we can get from any other plant. This is very, very important, mainly because it's 40% fat soluble, which means it passes the blood-brain barrier and people start to feel a difference with it. And that's where a lot of anti-aging starts, is actually in the brain. It actually stays in the body longer, up to 24 hours. And for example, green tea that has lots of great antioxidant properties, it stays in the body only about 15 minutes. Big difference. They've studied anti-aging, they've studied with the KloNia Cava and found incredible results. And it doesn't really matter what studies say, you would want to see it yourself and notice the difference. And that's what's happened with us. We started taking a KloNia Cava and taking this formula and starting to notice a really big difference. There's been other remarkable research done on Ecklonia Cava. Things research on chronic fatigue and chemical sensitivity, Gulf War syndrome symptoms, fibromyalgia symptoms, post-traumatic stress symptoms, also obesity and weight loss. There's 2 great studies on that, one done here in the US, and brain function and even Alzheimer's. And if you want to look those up, they're online. You can look at PubMed.gov for a lot of different studies and research on Ecklonia Cava. Well, when I found this really cool herb, I thought, we need to make an incredible formula that you start to feel and notice a difference. Because it's nice to look beautiful on the outside and do all the anti-aging, but what's happening on the inside? And we wanted it to have the best effect. We wanted to make the Ecklonia Cava absorb very well into the body so that you would notice it, that you would feel a difference. So some of the herbs that we put with this cool KloNia Cava are some rainforest herbs. One is camu. It's 30 times the amount of vitamin C that is in the average orange. It is a very, very rich in nutrient herb that is a rainforest herb. So by using this herb, we're actually helping to protect the rainforest, and it's something that everybody needs to eat because it's one of those things that helps your immune system strengthen itself. It's not the herbs itself that are doing the magic here. It is your body, and your body wants the nutrients. It wants to be able to heal and get better, and it's made to heal and get better. All of our bodies are, but sometimes we just don't have the right nutrients. And when you start putting the right nutrients in your body, you start to feel a difference. So we put camu in here, and amla berry, which is another really high in vitamin C, and another rainforest herb that is terrific to help the body absorb other nutrients into the system. So it kind of grabs a hold of whatever's with it and takes it into your body. One of the other ingredients is aloe vera, and aloe vera will take other nutrients that are with it and bring it in 7 or 8 layers deep into the tissues. And so you start to feel it. You start to feel the absorption and notice a difference. And the nutrients from the herbs are actually able to get in really deep into the system, into the cell, and you start to notice a difference. And aloe vera is famous for cleansing and healing and detoxifying the body. It's wonderful for that. Another great herb that we put in was cordyceps. Very famous, made famous by athletes. It's an herb that is a mushroom that helps the body with the uptake of oxygen to the lungs. And so when you have more efficient oxygen in your body, you will be able to not only absorb nutrients, but you start to feel energetic and feel stronger. And we have noticed a lot of difference, even a lot of athletes telling us how wonderful their workouts are. But yet, again, even moms, the average mom or dad that's running after kids and working, they start to notice and feel a difference, and cordyceps is one of those things that helps them feel that. Another really cool herb is maca root. It's from the mountains of Peru. The Peruvian people have used it for hundreds and hundreds of years. It's a great food source, but also they found that it helps the body regulate your hormones. Now, it's not a synthetic hormone or even a natural hormone that you bring into your body. It helps your own body balance its hormones, which is really cool. Yucca root is a herb that is really high in resveratrol and actually is another anti-aging component that is in this formula, and also helps the body with healthy joint function and mobility. And it also it does this cool thing, it attaches to cholesterol and doesn't let it absorb in the body, which is really, really a cool thing. It has natural cortisol in it and helps the body in flexibility and strength. Another herb is yerba mate, and it's put mostly in this formula as a catalyst to help everything else work better. But the Pasteur University in France actually studied it and found it to be one of the highest, if not the highest, nutrient-dense herb on the planet. Royal jelly is a really incredible component. It is very, very dense in minerals, nutrients, vitamins, and really good for the body. And the body recognizes it as a whole food, like it does all of these herbs, and absorbs it much more readily into the body if you were to use an isolate of just certain vitamins or minerals. And so royal jelly is really important. It helps with the uptake of strength and rejuvenation. You start to feel and notice a difference when you eat royal jelly. And then we have deer antler in this KloNia. Deer antler happens to be an incredible ingredient that they have traced back to a couple hundred years BC, to finding that they would grind antler and put it in the food of children who are underdeveloped or children who are struggling. And then the older people started to use it, and now it is one of the top 3 herbs in all of the Orient because it's so rejuvenating and strengthening to the entire system. It's 50% amino acids by weight, huge for rejuvenation. We just don't get that kind of those kind of amino acids in our normal everyday food that we eat, and so this is really important, and you'll see a noticeable difference. This is a really, really special formula. This formula is one that when we put this formula together, we just thought we cannot put this on the shelf in some store somewhere where you may walk by it. We wanted to share it with you, and we wanted your friends to share it with you, and then your friends will share it with their friends, and people would spread this message of health. Because if you just give it a try, just use KloNia, and if you use KloNia, you probably will feel a huge difference, because these nutrients are not readily available in most people's diets, and so they need to go elsewhere. And we're not expecting you to just take this blindly and just take it and expect it to be good for you. We want you to see a difference. I want you to take before and after pictures. I want you to look at your face and look at your hair and look at your skin and see how you feel. Notice the difference. Notice the strengthening and the cleansing effect and the energizing effect. It's almost like you just recover from life. Try KloNia. You're going to love it. You really will.